Stonemeyer Games, and I am excited to be here today for round 1 of game 53 of Rolling Realms. I have a few little things to mention before we get started, and let me know. Hopefully I can see comments today. That'll be helpful if I can. One, we have 2 realms that some of you already have, Parks and Biddy and Walter. Those 2 realms have proven to have, I want to say, incomplete coating on them. Coating, C-O-A-T-I-N-G, the coating that makes them dry erase friendly. So for those realms, we discovered this issue with the coating, and they're not erasing very well, basically. And so we have removed them from our web store while we solve that problem. We're reprinting them, fixed versions. They should be ready in a few months, and we'll put them back on the web store then. And for anyone who already bought them from us, we will give you a discount code to get them for free, hopefully with the order of something else to consolidate shipping. So that's the news about that. I see that I'm not seeing comments, so I'm going to switch over. Well, I'm not going to switch over, but I'm going to pull up this on my phone too. Okay, here we go. Let me turn down the volume. There we go. The phone version actually lets me know who's watching along. So Stephanie, hello. Chad, Ian, thanks for joining along today. I will try to keep track of this on the phone. So that's the news about Parks and Biddy and Walter. That might be the only news. Oh, also, there is a live play version or a playthrough version of the first game of Across the Realmiverse, the solo campaign, the mini solo campaign, on the channel called The Mill. It's a YouTube channel called The Mill. So check that out if you are looking for a playthrough of that realm. Today we're playing with Expedition, Trickerion, and Scythe. This is the new Expedition realm, and no, it's not really a misprint. It's just that we made this a little bit earlier, but while the name of Expeditions was singular, Expedition, and we'd already printed them, so it's Expedition. So the way that you play Expedition is that we'll start down here. Your mech will start down here, and on your turn, you will use one of the dice to move X number of spaces. So if you use a 3-value die, you'll move 3 spaces, and when you do that, you'll fill in the hex where you started, showing that that hex has been completed, basically. And then you'll outline the hex where you end up. This is kind of tracking where your virtual mech is at any given time, and you'll gain the corresponding benefit. You can see little passages in here showing where you can always move forward. This is actually from when Expeditions was a rondel game, had a rondel mechanism. And then, crucially, as you move around clockwise here, if at any point you wanted to use a number that would have you land on a hex that you've already filled in, so a hex where you've already visited, you cannot use that number. Those hexes still count as hexes when you move around. So well, the start hex will be filled in really early. So if I'm right here and I want to use a 2, I can go 1, 2, counting that hex. But I need this hex, the one with the heart, to not be filled in if I can use that 2 at all to move there. Trickerion, Scythe is a classic realm. You probably know how Scythe works. Trickerion is fairly new too, so let me say that real quick. And I just see some comments. Ian says he just got done with his second game of Tuscany and set up Expeditions to learn. That's great, Ian. And Hilda says, hello crew, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Hilda, I'm glad you're here today. So Trickerion says, use a number. Let's see if I can get it to focus so I can read it too. Use a number to mark a component and gain the benefit. If a pair is rolled, you may use a single number to mark both components. So they're little components that you're compiling for magic tricks. When both trick components are marked, outline that number's trick. So you outline that diamond, that dotted diamond shape. You'll score 1 star per pair of outlined linked tricks. So you can see the stars between those tricks that you'll gain when you link the 2 completed tricks. And also gain a star if all tricks in at least 1 column are fully outlined. So I'll try to complete columns at the very least. I don't think I've completed this one in full live on camera, so maybe I'll try to do that today. All right, I see Tom is joining us as well today. Thanks, Tom, for popping in. I'm looking down at my phone for comments because Facebook isn't cooperating for comments today. So let's jump in and play some realms. 5 and a 6 are the first roll. 5 and a 6. 5 and 6. So Let's see where that would move us with expedition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would get us to a star with either of those numbers. It could also get an early coin if we want with that 5. I like that. With 5 or 6, interesting. So 6. Yeah, none of them really match up on Scythe. And Scythe, you're trying to ideally just use 6 numbers. Ian says, I think I played this wrong the first time I played it. This is Expedition. If I crossed out, I crossed out the wrong hex, I think. I didn't cross out the one I start with each turn. I crossed out the one I ended on. Yeah, the one that you end on, you outline. Then as you move away from it on a following turn, you cross it out. You mark it off or fill it in. Let's go with the 5, I think. Yeah, let's go with, well, 5 or either way could be good because 5 down in Trickerion gets us a coin. Let's use the 5 here. I want to get an early coin. So I'll fill in that component. I'll gain a coin. I'll use the 6 in Expeditions. So I fill in the start space and move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll outline this. And this is where I gain the current hex's benefits. The current hex is a star, so I gain a star. All right, turn 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about the Expedition realm. I'm happy to answer them. And of course, if you don't have that realm yet, you can get it on our web store, or you can play with another realm. I would say maybe Terra Mystica, one of the promo realms, is a little similar to this, slightly. And also My Little Scythe has hexes, if you want to play that instead. We have a 6 and a 2 on the next roll. Let's see what that would be over here. That's 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also maybe use a 1 in Expedition. Oh, I didn't even use that coin. Could use that coin. So yeah, maybe I could use a coin in Expedition to get 2 coins here. Although that's only really netting me 1 coin. So 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5, 6. That could give me 2 pumpkins, which could be nice. And then over here in Rolling Realms, I could use a 6. I could also use a 2. 2 is a heart. I like an early heart. 6 and a 2. Yeah, let's go with a heart. So that one will be a heart. Let's use the 6 over here in Scythe, and then use that heart I just earned to gain the star at the bottom. And you know, I think I will use that coin. Why not? Why not keep moving along this track? So I'll fill in that, move along this track here, and gain 2 coins. Jethro's here. He says, good luck, everyone. He'll have to sit this one out as he's going to wait until he gets the Expedition Realm. Totally understand that. All Expedition Realms that were pre-ordered should be shipped, should be finished shipping by the end of next week. I have a 1 and a 2 on turn 3. 1 and a 2. I could get a star here. I could complete this trick in Trickerion. And 1, yeah, actually that works pretty well. Let's do this. I'll put the 2 here. It'll complete that trick and get me a heart. So that I get to outline this trick. Then with the 1, I'll use a 1 right here. And again, use a heart to fill in this. And there we go. There's the heart. Oh no, I'm sorry. I gotta cross off the heart. I don't gain a heart from it. You know, I just realized you can't see what I'm writing right now. I never pointed my camera down. I'm so sorry. There we go. I can't believe I missed that. I'm so sorry about that. So there's the heart. And I gain a coin. That's great. And then I'll cross off a 1 value coin to move right here. I'm going to move slowly around this portion to gain some stars. There we go. There's a star. All right, turn 4. Turn 4. A 6 and a 5. That's what we started out with on turn 1. A 5 and a 6. So again, let's look at where that would go with Expedition. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a good example. So if I moved 6 on Expeditions right now, I can't use a 6 there because it would end up on a marked off hex. So I could move a 5, but not a 6. I actually really like the 5 there. I also like a 1 potentially to get that star before I complete the cycle. I could go for a 1 or a 5. Okay, so I have flexibility there. Over in Scythe, what do I also have? I have 5. So 5, I like the coin there. Yeah, let's use the 5 in Scythe. 5 will be a heart. And I'll use a coin down there to get another star. Could have also used the 5 over in Trickerion. Trickerion's tough to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's tough to get. You have to use, what, 12 numbers? 12 is a lot. I think it's going to be incredibly difficult to complete Trickerion. Jonathan said he's here late, but he'll play along later this evening. He's supposed to score. That sounds great. Chad says, you guys could have mentioned it too. That's true, but I should have realized it. And Chad said he's planning a solo expeditions for tonight. Good prep for a 3 or 4 player game with his game group. That sounds awesome, Chad. What are we doing here? I did a 5. I have a... Oh, I did the 5, so I can't use the 6 over in Expeditions. I guess I'm using a 1 there, and a 6 over in Trickerion. Yeah, let's use that 6 right there and get another heart. And then a 1 to get this star. Now I'm hoping for maybe a 4 in Expeditions. There's another heart. Okay, turn 5. We actually have game night tonight. Oh, I need to learn race for the raft, or race to the raft. I need to learn how to play that for game night tonight. I'll look that up after I get off this, or after I finish this live play. 6 and a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is also good over here in Trickerion. 1 doesn't do much in Scythe, but it's okay. I'm a little ahead of pacing on Scythe, so I'm okay there. Well, let's use it over here in Trickerion. Let's use that 6. It gives me a pumpkin and completes that trick. And then the 1, I think I'll probably just inch along and use the 6 right here. So let's do that. Let's use the 6, fill that in, get 2 more hearts. They should come in use soon. I'm fine with that. All right, turn 6. A 3 and a 2. 3 and a 2. So let's see what that does over here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I like that in Expedition. 2 doesn't do much over here. 2 does do some good things over here. Yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3. That gets me a star in Expeditions. And the 2 I'll use over in Scythe. I'll gain a heart, spend a pumpkin, and get a star. And now I could use 3 hearts to copy one of these numbers. Do I really need to copy? I don't need to copy the 6 or the 2. Oh no, 3 I do need. 3 I need, definitely. Okay, let's go. Let's copy that 3 and put it right here and get a coin. That's great. Dominic is watching now too. Chad says, Man vs. Meeple just did a live playthrough right after your live stream today. Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up. I'll look on my YouTube channel right now so I don't forget. Man vs. Meeple. Where did they do it? Probably on the Man vs. Meeple channel. Of Expeditions? Is that what you're saying? Oh, for Race to the Raft. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, Race to the Raft. Awesome. I need to remember to look at that before tonight's game night. It doesn't look too complicated. Okay, so that was 3 and a 2. Let's move on to turn 7. Happy Wednesday to you too, Dominic. Ooh, another 5 and a 6. We've gotten that on turn 1, 4, and 7. That's getting a little precarious. I guess I could use the 5 over here in Trickerion. Doesn't really help in Scythe. I'm right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 isn't? Oh, I can't use the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need a 5 in Expedition and a 5 in Trickerion. But, yeah, that's a little tricky. I wish I had a pumpkin. If I had another pumpkin, that would be great. I can't use a 1 in Expedition either. Actually, I can use a pumpkin in Trickerion, but then I can't use the 5. What to do? Yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, let's use the 5 in Trickerion. Right there. And get a heart, because that does complete this link. It gets us our first star in Trickerion. Now what do? I have a 5, I have a coin, I have 3 hearts. So I have some options here. So I could use the 3 hearts to copy the 5 and put it over an expedition. And then I could use a 1 to get this bottom row benefit in Scythe. It's not bad. That would leave me a 6 unplayed, but then I can turn that into a coin because I can't play it. I think that might be the best bet. So I'm going to use 3 hearts to copy. Is that the right move? That's tough because it's going to leave me behind. I'm going to have to go around twice. Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. There's the star in expeditions, and here's a 1 value coin to create a 1 to spend a pumpkin down here in expedition to gain a star. And I didn't use the 6, and so I get to turn that into whatever I want. I'll turn it into a coin. All right, turn 8. Jonathan said, I just had a thought. I wish I had when designing Trickerion. Uh-oh, too late here, Jonathan. He says, for the pair mechanism that allows you to pair both dice. Oh, I forgot about the pair. Yeah, I haven't activated that. If a pair is rolled, you may use a single number to mark both components. That's how you pull it off. And I just haven't rolled a pair yet. He says, it would be great if you could pair a number with a created die as well. So you could create a 1. Yeah, I could see that flexibility, Jonathan. That makes sense. 6 and a 2. These all, look at the columns here, the numerical columns. They look kind of similar. 6 and a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 isn't bad in expeditions. Doesn't do anything over here. Doesn't do anything in Trickerion. 2 is also not very useful, but at least I can use the 6. And I can turn that, I can get another coin. So here's another coin. The 2, though, I can't use the 2. Oh, I can use the 2 in Scythe. Okay, here we go. There's a 2. Let's finish off Scythe. That leaves Trickerion. I need a 3. I need a 3. And I just haven't had the pumpkins to manipulate anything. So let's hope for a 3 in this final roll. That's pretty much what I need. A 3 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and a 5 would be great. A 2 and a 4. 1 off of each of the numbers that I need. The 4 could get me a coin. The 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 could give me a heart down there. I think, oh, I wish I could get 1 more coin, but I can't. I think I'm just resource gathering here at this point. So let's turn that 4 into a coin. I can then use a single coin to gain 2 pumpkins here. I'll move 1 space. So I won't get that last star in expeditions. But I now do have 2 pumpkins. Oh, now I have the 2 pumpkins. Oh, I wonder if I did this in a different order. Yeah, I don't need this 4. Here we go. Yeah, okay. I don't need that coin, right? So I'm not going to use the 4 here. I used a coin to go here. So I haven't used either rolled number yet. I'll use the 2 pumpkins to turn the, it doesn't really matter. Well, maybe it does a little bit. Let's turn the 2 into a 3 so we can complete this. There we go. That gains us a coin, completes that link to get us another star, and completes that column. Okay, that was huge. That was big. That was definitely the right play. That's 2 more stars. Then I have a coin left, and I haven't used the 4, so I can use the 4 in Scythe just to get a resource, as I would do if I didn't use that die. And I've now used all 3 realms, but I do have 2 extra resources. Not bad. A good finish there. I'm glad I realized that about Trickerion. That was a 2-star swing right there. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 14.2. Not bad. Let me know if you're watching along or playing along what you scored. And if you're watching in the future, let me know what you scored in the comments below. And remind me that I scored a 14.2 so I can applaud you for hopefully getting an even better score. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do, what are we doing tomorrow? We're going to do Isle of Cats. Awesome. That is well connected to Race to the Raft, the game that I want to play tonight at game night. Honey Buzz and Charterstone. Oh, I feel like I haven't played Charterstone in a while, so that'll be fun. Great. Thank you all for playing. Thanks for putting up with the Facebook conversation. Looks like Ian got a 12.4. Not bad. Not bad. Good first attempt at Expedition, and Trickerion is a tricky realm, especially with no pairs rolled. Thanks for playing, Ian. I'll see you all tomorrow at around 3:30. I'll see you then. Bye.